Welcome back to Taletraeder Camp for Wayward Adventurers. Can you believe it is episode
No.
18? What have we accomplished in 18 episodes? Honestly, quite a bit. I'm sure you don't remember, or maybe you do remember. Sometimes I struggle to remember is really what this reveal is. But you know who remembers everything now?
Allie. I mean Buddy.
Buddy of God Dog.
Me, taking notes like I'm back in high school. No wonder I failed those AP tests. Holy shit. It's novels.
Oh my god. It's gonna be a wild ride. It's always a wild ride here with my dearest friends. We were actually just talking about a potential channel reward as well. But we're gonna reveal that next week. So get psyched, get ready. It's either gonna be probably follower or subscription goal based, I can only imagine. But I'm excited. I think it's gonna be really good, and I think you guys are gonna be really hype about it. So that's my little teaser for that.
What if nobody's hype about it?
The five of us will be
Why would
hype
you
about
think
it,
like
and
that?
you know what?
Yeah, I'm
I
anxiety.
like to think that anxiety, that should be one of the
that's fair.
tags for this stream, since almost everyone on this stream, I think, has anxiety.
I have anxiety and depression. Thank you very fucking much.
Same.
That's called the millennial
My
duo.
therapist told me today that I have no stress management skills, and he's not wrong.
That was bold.
Well, we came to the conclusion together.
That's what they
That's
tell
what they
you.
tell you.
I wanted you to think it was your idea.
My therapist was like, so should we schedule a second session
Tomorrow.
this week?
I just confirmed what I already knew, which is that I'm a commitment phobe.
Well, it's always good to have that affirmed.
Ooh,
Externally.
Let's just get into it. This is what
Hey, we
happens.
support mental health here. That's what this is all about.
I'm getting lag on the voices.
Oh, yeah, I
God.
fully support therapy and meds. I'm in both. I love them.
Lag on the voices like they're coming too late, or like I'm coming. Give me some more information on the lag here.
This podcast is sponsored by Lexapro. Do not take escitalopram if you are allergic, or if you have a history of eating a shit ton of grapefruit oil every day. It'll fuck with you.
That's true.
Also, Katie's just saying
Don't
this
take your
slowly.
meds advice
This is
from
not
us, to be
lag.
clear.
Just clarifying.
Sponsored by
Good Lord.
Malort and Lexapro is quite a
Sponsored by Malort and Lexapro. I'm
Oh
enunciating so that people can tell when the sound versus the video is coming. Does that help?
Oh, speaking of
That's Johnny Depp.
Speaking of cast does a voice, yeah. I love that they have to say don't take it if you're allergic to
Right?
it. Actually not, it's the other way.
It cracks me up every
I
time.
think the voice is after the video.
The voice is
So wait,
for the video.
The video
That's what usually happens. So you just have to delay the audio by however much.
even more.
Yeah.
Okay. It was already on the delay, but
That is just so weird.
Dang.
I don't like it.
Okay, well, let's see if that works, I guess. Somebody help me. Am I the only one seeing it? Oh, God. We've been live for 20 minutes.
Wait,
Your
what?
selfish disdain for the feelings of others made me realize you were the last man in the world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry. I don't know why that came into my head.
What a great.
Not
book.
just you.
Is that
Is this
Pride and
better?
Prejudice?
Yeah.
Pride
Oh,
and
God,
Prejudice.
gang.
If you can hear
Um,
the rain sounds in the background, that's what I'm hearing. But they're not playing anywhere. I'm just hearing them.
It's not just
This
you,
has been
Danny, and I
affirmed.
also, eventually, if you delay it enough, it loops back around. I don't know if that's how that works.
That's how
Mysterious.
time works.
Ah! Okay, I'm gonna continue to do my announcements and hope that people will give us more insight as to how much off, if we're off, in which direction, because I've
Word.
made us more delayed. So anyway, let me put some lo-fi on in the background here. Amazing. So couple things that are happening this weekend on Sunday. I'm not sure on the exact timing yet. I think I'm gonna do a little bit longer of a solo stream with some special guests for Father's Day, because it's Father's Day. So you can bet it's Father's Day. The audio is behind the video now. Well,
It's okay. I was just trying. I didn't mean you had to address it right then. That's why I put it in the chat instead of said it.
it's Father's Day on Sunday, which means that I'm gonna spend my Father's Day with all my favorite sons. We're gonna play some Cozy Grove again because I really liked that game and it's got really adorable vibes. We are also going to, don't worry, play some dad-themed games. We're gonna do Dream Daddy with Chronophobiac over on the channel. Not over on, here on the channel. And we're also gonna probably have Rejoice Murphy on for a little bit of, I think it's called Who's Your Daddy, which is like a horrifying name. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but we should do a Dad's Day subathon.
You want me and Jim to call?
I love me and a dad, and I love all my sons. So yeah, come through, come for a little bit, come all day.
Bring your dad.
Great. Bring your dad. Bring your pseudo dad. Don't bring your dad. Bring your feelings about your dad, whatever those might be.
I feel like I can just bring a set of power tools and
we
be like,
can-
a Father's
we can
Day
get into
experience.
Absolutely. But
I'll
put
bring
a
a
shelf
meat
together
smoker.
while we're on. Like,
Yes.
smoke your meats,
Smoke
eat some
your
jerky.
meats.
I'll smoke some meat right
do
there.
some sort of make yourself an apron, you know? We'll do it. All right. Let's get into it. What do we say? I have a cat now, so if you see me like looking around this room, it's because this cat is running around like a little crazy person. I love him. Got the zoomies, mad zooms. All right, so 3 weeks ago on Taletraeder Camp for Wayward Adventurers, we had a couple of things happen. Feel free, my adventurers themselves, to hop in and pepper in any of your thoughts. Basically, Aoife and Azar found a moment to communicate to one another their feelings about Lyndon's book, A Trip to Hell, and how best to navigate getting one's very close friend to give up a book that gives her lots of powers, but also is maybe sucking her soul? Unclear. So you two had a long conversation in the early morning, and had a really early morning together to bond. You pretended that you were having girl talk as you came back in. Buddy clocked it, Lyndon did not. And made a bit of a plan to lie, but not really lie, about social media opportunities in hell. As that happened, Lyndon also got checked in with from Valen Nova at Incuboy, complimenting Lyndon's work at East Camp. At first, Lyndon thought that meant fitness. In reality, it meant the prank that you all did, you think. Azar did a clairvoyance spell, revealing that it seems that maybe Valen knows a little bit more about the magic you've done than they've let on, and might be a little bit more powerful than just a social media influencer. At the same time, you also did basically a vibe check in the mess hall that Azar hit. Oh my god, incredible. That Azar hit a nat 20 on. The nat 20 that Azar hit basically meant that she could peep 3 people in the room and ask about how they felt about the group as a whole. Or Azar herself. Azar chose to look at Ziggy, Zayla, and Campbell. Ziggy is from a bit of a convoluted familial background, but it seems that she's beginning to trust Azar, though she doesn't really want to be. Zayla, you've won Zayla over, though she also doesn't want to project that too much, but you definitely have, given that she continues to like steal and give things to you. And last but not least, Campbell, knowing that you are all trouble, seemed torn in a way that you couldn't quite gauge, given that you can't exactly read minds with an insight check, but you can tell that she's having complicated feelings about all of you. and does tend to get annoyed with you all very quickly and doesn't trust you very much. As you guys continued to debate this, you presented the social media idea to Lyndon, who honestly got on board pretty quickly. The only question was how you were going to get to hell. Lyndon and Bestie suggested perhaps that bonding and just asking Fierna to have a B&B set up for you would be the easiest way. That did not go over very well with the rest of the party. Went over like a lead balloon, as all of you very immediately were like, hard pass, what if we did the long way instead? And so you started to think about different ways that you could do the long way. You have a set of books from East Camp, and Aoife had a little bit of an awkward exchange with Quag over exactly how to deliver those books, since he was kind of short with you all. You also heard from Verathai, Aoife's brother, that he was ready to have his date with, I think Angela was Shy's alter ego. So a lot of irons in the fire, just rife for the picking. You debated whether or not you're gonna do some research or just chill before this catfishing situation. But most importantly, we sort of ended the session with all of you going on, you had some dates, you had some stuff happen, and it was an enjoyable experience all around, I think.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
Hell yeah.
Hey!
Let's go.
Ah!
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, so you've done it. You've done it. You did it. You got here. You got there.
All right, so where in time and space are we right now?
I think it's like the middle of the afternoon on a Friday. Because the coffee date with Shy is on a Sunday. Sunday coffee date.
Did it already happen, or it's going to happen?
No, it will happen in 2 days. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're waking up Saturday morning.
Yes, unless there's anything else you want to do on Friday night.
I love Saturday mornings.
Saturday mornings are great. You got breakfast cereal. You got cartoons.
Yeah, good old Saturday morning cartoons. More like Saturday morning YouTube videos at this point.
You know what I just remembered that I feel strongly about reminding both all of you and the chat? Azar is storing in Yellow Cabin B many powerful spell scrolls that were stolen a year ago.
Oh.
Still got them.
I forgot.
On her person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming on her person, and that you took them home with you for the summer and then brought them back. But
yeah.
Wait,
should I read
which
off
ones?
the list?
Yeah.
you can if you want to. I just was like, holy cow, you have so many of those.
I have scrolls for the following: Immolation, Purify Food and Drink, Compelled Duel, Heroism, Detect Evil and Good, Bane, Tongues, Death Ward, Dominate Beast, and Telepathic Bond.
Oh.
Is Detect Good and Evil like a high level spell?
No, most of these are first level. I think Telepathic Bond is higher, Dominate Beast is higher, Immolation is definitely higher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Raries is also, I think, the Telepathic Bond one, I think, is like a 5th level spell.
Yeah, I think Immolation is also 5th level.
Oh my god, idea. We could try to, if we need confirmation on whether we successfully desecrated an object, we could use one of those, probably. Maybe.
Yeah, no, I like that. I mean, yeah, I think desecration is probably pretty evil. What do you think, buddy?
Well, the other thing we could potentially do, just an idea, I don't know what Mark's vibe is right now, but we could also have Mark check it out, because he has kind of a thing for desecrated and consecrated objects, respectively.
Oh, true.
A thing.
A thing?
Mark's really into desecration.
And consecration, both.
And the complicated relationship between the two.
Wait, do we have to? We don't have to desecrate the object ourselves, right? Like, couldn't we just go to the temples and be like, "Hey, do you guys have anything that's already been desecrated that we could maybe like spruce
Well, we
up
had talked
for you?"
about stealing a stone before.
Oh yeah, that's also a good idea.
But
Let's
we
do
could
that.
also throw another White Claw kegger.
Yeah, that
Kegger.
you missed it because it was pre going live, but that was my
Don't worry, chat. I stopped them from having this conversation just for you all.
yeah, that was my great idea of the day. So I think Lyndon has started event planning.
I mean, it's Saturday night coming up, and we do have that island. I
Wait,
mean,
so
we
what
don't
does
have the island,
White Claw
but-
have to do with desecrating a holy object?
What island?
Also, yeah, what island?
It's emphasis on the I. It's the Lake Capitulum Island, where we had a kegger there before, where we just poured a bunch of cans of White Claw in a bin and then gave it a spigot.
An Omni Claw keg, if you will.
It was every flavor.
That sounds
Very
disgusting.
serious.
So there's so we threw the party before on
okay.
the I close.
It's all coming back to me now, like Celine Dion.
Well, I don't know if it came back to everybody for sure. But island.
Anyway, we could throw a really nasty, dirty party. Just a thought.
And invite everyone.
But we could also just go to the temple and get a rock.
We could do that, yeah.
Will the party successfully desecrate an object?
Oh my god.
Wait, yeah, we could use the party to desecrate the rock, right? Like,
Even more.
Wait, what rock?
we're gonna get a rock from the temple, right?
Oh, so we have to combine these things. We need to get a
don't
rock
have
from the
to-
temple
we
and
don't
take it
have
to
to
the
have
party.
to. Here's the other thing.
As a Sagittarius.
The other thing about the list was that you need to lose yourself in a place that's too quiet or all too loud. That sounds like a White Claw kegger.
On an
Yeah.
island.
That sounds like an island
It's
time
too
White
quiet
Claw
and
kegger.
also too loud.
It can't be
Everyone-
a White Claw kegger not on an island. It doesn't
Everyone
make sense.
with sound-based spells could all cast them at once. It could be like a fun little bit.
I could cast
Ooh.
just shatter on our own brains. That'd be fun.
I like that. I wonder, yeah, I don't have any spells, sadly, but if we have like darkness, it would be very easy to lose ourselves. If anybody can cast darkness.
I can cast darkness as a
Bring a-
feature.
Pot and pan and just bang, bang, bang.
And darkness isn't one to save for hell because all fiends have, or many fiends have true sight, so or devil's sight.
You can banish someone. Does that help with the list?
Not yet,
Yeah.
but it's good to know.
Yeah, that
Okay.
seems like maybe a little bit of overkill, buddy.
I feel like
but
I can do the
appreciate that.
opposite. I can only cast light. I can't cast darkness.
I've got darkness enough for the both of us.
I
Okay.
mean, light will probably be very useful in hell. Just at this present moment, I think if we cast darkness, I think we could all lose ourselves if we're also making a lot of noise at the same time.
And it's darkness that you can't see through with dark vision.
True. Oh my god, wait. Bonkers idea here.
Okay.
What if that is like the last element, right? Like what if the party is like our send-off journey?
I was just you read my mind,
That
Linda
would be so
Kennedy.
dramatic.
No fucking way. Because then we could like sneakily take whoever we wanted to come with us. Like with
Yeah, but what
us.
if some people can't come?
Sneakily?
Sneakily
Yeah.
take people to hell?
Yeah.
Like, oops, I accidentally.
Brought you to hell?
Or we could like make our intentions clear from the get-go. Like either one would be cool.
That's
Like
definitely
a
my
send
preference.
us to hell sort of party.
A
Like, we could
send-off,
say,
yeah.
Like,
A victory
The
lap.
send-off party.
you've wanted us to go to hell for a while. Well, we're going.
We're going. So just a thought, it doesn't have to be this weekend. It could be next weekend, but like, I don't know. That's a really good point that party could be the rager of
It could be
Yes.
Thirsty Thursday.
the fifth element.
It could be
That is-
Thirsty Thursday on an island with a White Claw kegger in which we cast darkness and get sent off into hell.
I like this. Okay, so we have a timeline. So what else?
Write this down.
I'm writing it down in my old mind. My mind is notoriously a sieve, but
My mind too. It's pretty keen.
yours is a steel trap. Mine is a colander.
What's a steel trap?
You know what a trap is? Like for an animal?
Like a Venus fly trap.
Yeah, one of those two.
Is it like
You
metal?
don't, it can be. So that's what the saying is, right? So like steel is strong.
Because the steel.
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
Yeah,
Is
but
Linda
it's,
saying that my mind hurts?
well, no, it's a metaphor. Metaphors can't hurt you. Actually, I guess it's a simile. Sorry.
So it's 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Oh yeah, we didn't even start the session. My B.
I mean, you did.
I thought
you
we were all talking
You
about-
absolutely
Yeah,
were in
this is
character.
solid.
You were in
Buddy in
character.
character.
This is my
It's
keen
like-
mind notes.
Yeah, this is it. This is the conversation that you have as you all wake up on Saturday morning.
Okay, so we also need a blood of a worthy foe. Azar, didn't you have some kind of plan involving like dried blood on a weapon?
This bandana that I have around my head is covered with blood, but it's just goblin blood and also Ordinaria's blood. So I don't know. I fall out of bed and make that noise. I don't know
Fully.
if that's like the worthiest foe, because we were last summer.
Okay.
But
Who's worthy? And also,
well, that's maybe what we were
Evil?
gonna do with the catfish thing, right? Was
good.
like,
Right. Are we going to kidnap her from the date? Is that the goal?
are we gonna murder her?
We don't have to murder her. Oh, yes. I will get water shortly.
So if it's the blood of a worthy foe, we shouldn't have to murder someone. But I mean, it could be foe in the sense that like it could be Campbell, right?
Are we stabbing Campbell? That seems like a worse idea.
But I'd say Campbell's a worthy foe.
I
Foe
think
to all this camp.
I think stabbing Campbell would get us expelled. Stabbing a fiend would probably get us crowned.
Okay, not Bestie though.
Not Bestie.
We don't touch Bestie.
Okay.
I'm
Don't worry,
standing
Bestie.
hands on hips. Power.
Ooh.
Not going to hurt you.
So what other fiends do we know?
I mean, I think honestly, we can just like show up to this blind date tomorrow, do a little slice and dice.
Here's the other thing.
I was
When the
thinking-
blood on my head was captured, it was the worthiest foe. In fact, if I remember correctly, I fell to the ground at the hands of some bandits under a bridge, and then came up to vanquish them. So, I mean, together with you all, but
Oh, okay. Well, so we could, I mean, but do we want to just go ahead and kill her anyway? Because she stinks.
here's the other thing: if we kill her, we'll find her in hell, almost certainly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but she could be a friend. She could be a friend there. She might respect us for killing her if we do it well enough.
Lyndon, she is already a friend of yours.
Oh yeah, and she's already my friend also.
She
so-
did your tattoo.
Oh
She
yeah,
might
I
not
forgot.
go
She was in
anywhere then.
another person's body.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
are we stabbing someone in this catfishing scenario and then like is Bestie like a backup plan? Did anybody ask Bestie? What if Bestie likes getting stabbed?
What?
But Bestie's not a worthy foe.
We're not
Bestie
killing you,
likes
Bestie.
to
Don't
stab.
Oh,
worry.
the worthy part.
Yeah.
Bestie is definitely
What were the
not
other
worthy.
parts?
Very easy to kill.
We have to lose ourselves in a place all too loud or all too quiet. We need blood of a worthy foe. We need a desecrated holy object.
A piece of our worst selves.
Oh yeah. So what are we
That could come out at the party. Just got to figure out what that is.
True. I'm wondering if we could think of like our worst, most selfish day at camp. Like, what's the worst thing we've done while at camp?
What's the first thing that comes to everyone's mind when Aoife asks that question?
Wag.
When Lyndon made Mark break his paladin vow.
Shit.
Lena's probably using Ronan to try to
Roran.
Sorry.
Ronan, you didn't know, but you're in this.
Wow.
Because I saw his little name in the chat.
You're canon.
You are canon now.
Roran with an R, 2 R's. Yeah, for me, it was using Roran to try to seem like cooler in front of Phoebe, even though Roran had feelings for me. That was pretty bad of me.
Wow, that sheer innocence there. Almost
You
over
have a real sliding scale here.
I also have not been in camp as long as y'all.
That's true. That's true. What does Azar think of?
Here's the thing about Azar. She knows that a lot of decisions have been questionable. I don't think she thinks off the bat of anything where she's like, oh, that was like the evil choice and we made the evil choice, because she knows that they're questionable, but she's also super good at justifying behavior in any sense, right? Like there have been conversations about breaking the rules, but just like skirting around them. There have been conversations about like, oh, well, like if it's like morally gray, then there's always like some sort of justification for this behavior. So I don't know. I think if Buddy says Quag and Lyndon says Mark, she's like, oh yeah, those were like things that were hard, but also couldn't have gone any other way. I think the thing
also, I think they were things that were instigated by Lyndon and by Buddy.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think the thing that came to my Corson's mind immediately was the Bela rescue and that whole thing, like having that whole basically, for people in the chat, we had a little werewolf situation where we had to like rescue someone from being murdered and being turned into a werewolf and then murdered. And I think that's what I think of immediately. But even that, I'm like, well, that wasn't like an evil choice. Like we murdered that girlfriend wolf, but it was the way it had to happen, right? Like it was like there's not like morally gray, because morally gray is like justifiable in Azar's mind.
Yeah, I mean, the Lyndon Mark thing was also an offshoot of the werewolf situation, because Mark had intel on who else in camp was a werewolf. Shockingly, Lyndon was a werewolf. Lyndon got herself bitten. Surprising no one. And she
wasn't it by like a were-raccoon or something too? It wasn't even by a wolf.
Wasn't it a were-rat? Am I wrong?
It was a were-rat.
Oh, the days of Lyndon the werewolf.
I love rats. Every time I see him skirt across the alley, I say, hi, baby. Anywho, Lyndon did not appreciate being bitten by a were-rat, but she turned into a werewolf. Mark had intel on who else in camp had also been affected by this, and I intimidated him into telling it to me. And apparently that broke his paladin oath and made him have a mental breakdown a little bit. So I think Lyndon still feels a little bad about that, but she did not like Mark at the time. She thought he was a simp.
I mean,
Does she like him now?
She still thinks he's a simp. She can tolerate him.
Yikes.
Once
So
he
wait,
got
just
ripped,
to clarify, Azar thinks she's never actually done anything wrong enough.
Nothing wrong enough to be evil.
Gotcha.
Well, so what
that's
if
the
we-
worst part of yourself, not the evilest part of yourself.
Yeah, but the question was, the initial question posed here was, what is that? What is the most evil thing you've ever done? Wasn't that what Aoife said?
Or just, yeah, what's the worst thing you've done at camp, so that it's like probably would be accessible? Because I'm wondering if like, what if we just
I'm
like
trying to think if there are things I'm forgetting that are like obvious things, but
Azar, you should just go do something evil.
That wouldn't be herself.
That's true. I don't know if it would count.
But then
Like,
it's
if you're
like
thinking about
part
it.
of your worst self.
Well, have you ever done something like really like lazy or selfish or
You know what? You know what Azar thinks of in this moment when Aoife says that? She thinks way back to the first day of camp last summer when she met Markariah and she called him Cheese because of macaroni and cheese. And he felt so bad.
Oh!
And then I had to do this whole big apology because I felt so guilty for how bad I made him feel. Just I was trying to do a nickname.
There you go.
So what if we invite Mark,
Is that
Warren, and Flag to this party? Would that count as parts of our worst selves? Or
Or
does
we
that
could
not
like
count
restage
literally other people?
We could like take a walk down memory lane and like restage these moments.
Like do all the bad things again?
Is
Yeah.
it possible
wanna
for us
do
to just
that.
think about the bad things again?
Yeah.
Because then we have to okay, wait. A
we
piece
can
of our worst
play-
selves.
A really good song to underscore it too that has like
I think the other
I'll
thing,
DJ. I'll DJ. Don't worry, guys.
the secondary thing that, well, actually, it was the first thing I thought of on worst self is lying to Lyndon about the book. About the trip to hell.
Ooh.
So perhaps, in my mind, bringing the book in itself is justification enough.
Maybe we should all just lie to Lyndon about the book.
I'm not saying that out loud. I just would like.
Yeah, are we
clear.
texting?
I'm not saying any of that out loud. I'm giving
That's
this
just
insight
thoughts.
to Claire the DM.
Right.
Context into
Swoop.
Azar's mind here. Out loud, I think we have Aoife has posed the question, and Buddy and Lyndon have pretty immediately answered.
And I'm
Along
crying
with
about
Aoife.
cheese. I'm
Yeah.
I'm fully crying about macaroni and cheese. Maybe I chased him away from Taletraeder because I called him cheese that one time. I guess we're still dating, but maybe. You never know what someone thinks about you behind your back.
I can tell you what I think about you in front of your back.
Okay.
Is that how that's supposed to go?
Honesty is the best policy.
I think you're great. I don't think Mark left camp. I think we're some of the best people here.
I think there are otherworldly influences at hand because Mark's brother and dad loved me.
Oh, that is true. They would never leave an opportunity to talk to Lyndon Kennedy.
Exactly.
I'm still kind of torn up about this. I'm going to be honest, but I'm glad to have friends like you guys.
You too. Oh. I could also maybe I could ask my brothers what my worst self is. But I feel like I'd probably get 5 different answers. It also seems like a lot of work for Claire.
Here's another question. Does your worst self come out in a crisis? Like if we're stressed out, does she rear her ugly head?
So you're suggesting we put ourselves in an intentionally upsetting situation.
For example, a kegger with all our exes there. Well, I don't have any exes, but if I did.
I think that's where my best self comes out. I'm so charming.
Okay, well then Lyndon's not invited.
I think I might reflect on this at
That's
the
your
religion
worst self,
center.
Azar. Throwing a party and not inviting me. Whatever.
Would that get the job done? Would that count? Should we just not invite people? And then does that make us our worst selves?
But then I can't come with you.
Would anyone like to roll anything?
Yes,
to, like...
I would like to roll a strategy check.
Let's just in the interest of we're doing a little bit of talking in circles at this point. Let's do I'm gonna actually say insight checks for this as you reflect on what these things might look like, all of these texts that you've read about it, etc.
I got a sexy 11.
Oh, same.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 23.
Buddy. My dude, my guy, my pal.
So insightful.
Strategery. Religion in general, faith, metaphor. Though God Dog is very straightforward in their declarations, occasionally things can be interpreted a number of ways. For instance, you might hear the word stay and think that means go to a totally different city and do an activity. I think that's on your mind a little bit here. The fact that you can hear something in the context of a larger being and know that it doesn't necessarily mean verbatim what it says, right? So I think there is a moment in your mind where you're like, do I need to be my worst self at this moment? Do I need to know what my worst self is? Do I need to be open to my worst self? Is this is there a right answer to this? Probably not. I think that's the clarity that Buddy has in this moment, that like finding a piece of your worst self comes from reckoning with revelry or reckoning with bad decisions. But it doesn't always actually mean reckoning, right? Like, some people have gone to hell on accident. So I think there is a variety of ways that this can be handled. And I think that as you're pondering this, you do think about like the postscript of what you all found out says something along the lines of, however close the vibe of what you bring to the portal creation is to the plane of hell the circle of hell that you're trying to go to, is how much closer you'll get, right? So Fierna is
Kegger energy.
Charisma, secrets, manipulation, people.
Oh.
You do like a masquerade Kegger.
Yeah.
It's very Gossip Girl.
I love that we just got a roll for subtext. That's great.
Sometimes you have to when the only NPC in the room is Bestie, who's gonna be like,
Yeah, you can kill me.
that's not gonna help you.
That's never gonna fucking happen. But
Oh,
I'm, like,
but then the
hugging him to my
NPCs I
chest.
want around.
So here's
who's
a
there.
question. Should we go get the rock from town today and throw the kegger tonight?
I think that sounds like a great idea. And I think with that in mind, I think that just bringing Roran to the kegger, that will be a piece of my worst self. Or if we can somehow get Quag there, I think that would be even better, because I think we would definitely super manipulative.
Well,
to
the
Quag.
counselors came really late to our last one. So maybe if we enlist the help of like, not like really late, but they came like later to our last one. So maybe if we enlist the help of like counselors that like Quag is like actually friends with, they could like perhaps convince him, and maybe we could give him the books.
Yes.
Oh,
To
the
perhaps
books.
butter him up, or like
what's
at least
actually-
make him not hate us.
What's
How is
actually
that not a
doubly
piece of our
helpful-
worst selves?
Right,
So
exactly. So
shit.
the fact that we're like using Quag is also kind of a piece of our worst selves.
Interesting.
Yes, this
I
is
think this would be
perfect.
good.
This
I
is
think this is
perfect.
good.
It's a Saturday
good.
night, so it's obviously filled with sin, and then we have this worst self.
Hey, it's
Bring
Lord's
it back.
Day.
Somebody loves
Clip that, gif that.
manipulation. It's perfect. It's perfect. We just have to get close. We have to get close to the list. We don't have to be perfect. This screams desecration and garbage. It's
That's
perfect.
true. And then since the date is on Sunday, Shy won't be in hell to like catch us.
I didn't think about that, but yeah.
If she'll be on the date, she like won't be like, what are you guys doing here?
Okay, so actually now we just use this as a distraction instead of trying to get her blood, because we decided that the bandit blood that Azar was talking about will be enough. Because
Azar Azar, make me an intelligence saving throw.
I was mid-clip.
Oh, incredible. Sorry.
Nat 20. I shit you not.
Incredible. You not only, as Aoife says, we think the bandit blood's gonna be enough. You remember the thing that made me, Claire, go, well, I'm fucked, last week that I didn't say out loud. You all fought not only the vampires, what the fuck am I talking about? Not only the bandits, and you did the bandana thing. When you did the Ordinaria fight, additionally at that fight, you fought the were-tiger.
Yes.
That you now know
is Eldritch.
The greasy sun.
Fierna's son. So if you're trying to get close to Fierna's plane of hell,
I have the blood of Ordinaria on my...
You have Eldritch's blood.
I do?
Before he ran away.
Oh,
you didn't
okay.
kill him, but that doesn't
You
even
made
strike
him
him.
bleed.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I've
even
got
used
it.
you used your rapier in that fight because you guys ran out of spell slots so fast.
Yeah, we really did. And then I got Cone of Colded to death.
Yeah, because you were deliberately too small for that fight. So like
hell yeah. I gotta start doing this bandana trick again, because honestly, saving grace.
the long game, Jesus Christ.
Truly the long game.
Or should I say God dog, the long game.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so I think I can get, with this baby right here, knots the back, I can get us real close.
Hell yeah. Woo! All right, when we're in town, if we're getting a rock, I can get the keg materials. Don't worry.
Yes. Okay. So we have the plan. Now what do we have to take care of? And who's gonna go do who?
The invite.
Who's gonna do what?
Yeah, so it sounds like, okay, one person needs to go get the stone. Well, probably two people need to go get the stone from the temple in town. And then some of us need to get invites going so that Quag comes. And then one of us needs to like organize noisemakers. So that sounds like it could be 4 people, like 2 people to town, 1 person to get the counselors rounded up, and 1 person to like collect things that will be very loud and noisy. Or we could just do all 4 of them together, because it's the morning and we've got like 12 hours to make this work.
I feel like we may not need to artificially inflate the vibe of chaos at a White Claw kegger. I think that might be there.
Bestie goes,
You want fireworks? I'll get you sound.
Yes, Bestie. That's your job for today. Thank you for reminding me that you're my
Maybe Glint has some like boombox that's been like
She's shiny. I like that.
shiny.
Yeah.
Maybe Glint has a shiny boombox.
Well, I think because of Glint. Is that where you're going with that, Bestie?
Oh, that's a good one. Good one, Bestie. That one went right over my blood-stained head.
Nice.
Thanks.
Bestie's working on Bestie's sense of humor.
Lyndon taught me comedy.
Lyndon's
Two
one to learn it
funniest
from.
people
I'm
at
a
camp right
comedian.
now.
Well, hell yeah. Should we hop in the bus and go to town? Or maybe we can borrow Nick's car?
I'm down to go to town, since I have in my inventory, quote, a very good fake ID.
Alternatively, we do still have to get the weapon again, right? We still need a cursed weapon.
Oh, I completely forgot about the cursed weapon.
So it might be smart for me to, while we still have 12 hours before this kegger, do a little dip downstairs, dip back up, maybe take a little sleep after getting the flail. Just a thought.
But how are we going to curse it?
It's already cursed.
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
it? I think it's already hell cursed.
Great. Love it. Okay. So we do that first, and then we go to town. We get one of the rocks. We get some White Claw.
I'll get all 3 flavor packs.
Yes, I think
11 flavors to mix together.
Yes, that's very
11.
Very
Which
cursed.
one
Mango
doesn't
is in
have the
pack
12?
2 and 3.
Oh, okay.
the worst flavor in my opinion, but I digress.
Okay.
All right.
Bold statements.
Did you decide you're giving Quag these books? That was my only other
We
outstanding
tie them up
question.
and leave them on his doorstep.
Yeah, are we doing it before to butter him up or at the place because that's manipulative?
I was thinking the latter.
The most manipulative, the better.
So should we give him a little sticky note on his door that says, have a present for you at
Um,
left eye at...
Oh, no, we already
midnight?
tried that. So I think we need to get his friends to talk to him.
If each of you would be so kind as to roll me a d20.
We could also then look
Right.
through the books before we give them away. Another 11.
And also another 11.
I got a 10.
I got a 12.
Wow, so average.
Amazing.
So average.
12. Everybody roll a d4.
Oh.
4.
I don't know why I'm like, oh, a D4. Oh, bad news. I got a 1.
Amazing.
I got a 2.
2. Awesome. The books that you have are a literary fiction book about folktales, a literary fiction book that is a romance novel,
God damn it, Ziggy.
a forbidden languages book,
He's gonna love that.
and a mining and mineralogy book about gems.
He's
Give
gonna
him
love
that
that.
one.
He's gonna love that. That sounds
I
just
think
nerdy enough.
the forbidden languages and the mining and mineralogy are the way to go.
But
you
then,
don't
like,
think he'll
sneak
like
in the
the
romance
romance?
novel book.
In the middle.
I'm
Well,
keeping
he's
the
kind of a
folktales.
sad man, so
Well, maybe sad people like to read romance. He burned that
Confirmed.
garden. I think he likes to read romance on the side.
does he or does he not want to ever think about romance ever, and therefore he's losing himself in minerals and mineralogy and gems and mining? And
Lyndon
forbidden
with the true character analysis here.
This is what happens the day after Lyndon goes on a date. She's very people centric and never again after that until
Well,
her next
maybe
date.
it'll give Quag hope.
So Azar is keeping the folktales,
I would like to.
and you are giving Quag the other 3 books.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think the romance novel is a good idea, but
Aoife, keep the romance novel. Sneak
What
the
else are you gonna
romance
do?
novel into your pocket.
Romance is super manipulative. Why
you
would
could-
we give it to Quag?
could give that to Phoebe.
I already tried. She doesn't really like books, you guys. I already
Does-
tried, and she
Does
was
Phoebe
kind of
like
like,
to read, just not
I
books?
get that.
"Oh, I don't know." Yeah, maybe she likes graphic novels or something. I'll keep trying. I'll keep
A
trying.
romance novel is not.
I don't
something to
think
give to
that's.
Phoebe.
I don't think that's her vibe. I don't think that's.
And I think we just toss it in the pile for Quag. Who else is gonna read a romance novel?
Me?
You give
You
it
want
to
to read a romance
Oh
novel?
no, I'm sorry. This is so rude to my running mate, but we could give it to Roran.
Does Ron read romance
He's
novels?
kind of a softie.
That's true, and he did just go through a breakup, so maybe it's almost like ice cream and watching Bridget Jones's Diary.
The only softies like romance novels?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I don't like him, and I'm a hardy. I'm a real hardy.
I like them. But
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Just
So-
like
so
Danny
for
Nat
splitting
20
up,
said,
right?
Jocks against books. Thank
Here's,
Yeah,
here's
Jock's
the other
against
thing.
books.
I can take one person with me to do the dimension door situation if we want to do that. Or I can go by myself. That's also fine. But
Dimension door to where?
to the basement to go shopping in the magic weapon.
I'll go with you.
So what I'm thinking is we may want to do like a 2-and-2 situation. Like 2 to town to get the cursed or the desecrated object. The only issue is Lyndon actually can't go into the temple or near it, right? So probably if Buddy and Lyndon want to go together, Buddy could go do that, but
Yeah, that would work. Well, I'll go with you to get the flail. That sounds fun.
and you didn't get to go shopping in the basement before, so
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
who knows what we'll find.
I'm busy. I'm in full event planner mode, so
So you're going beer shopping. I mean, claw shopping.
claw shopping. I'll bring like my
Amazing.
stick and poke materials in case anyone wants like a cool danger zone tat or something.
Are you picking up your armor from Renee?
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, you can. It's Saturday.
Yeah. I'll do that. Oh my god, one VIP out and another one.
Oh, we gotta
in.
add him. I gotta add him.
Vips. More
Um,
Vips.
We yeah, so I think that seems like a good plan. Does that seem like a good plan, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
White Claw Kegger to hell, exactly.
That seems like as good a place as any to take a quick bio break. We'll take a quick 5 and be right back. So welcome, Zitrine. You're a VIP now because you guessed it on the channel. We have a new set of rules and regulations over here. As a local dad, we love to see rules in play. Fierna Tots. Oh my god. Absolutely incredible. We'll be back in a mere moment. Hello, we're back and we still have Joyce. We took our brief break as the party was electing to split up in teams of 2. Buddy and Lyndon will go into town to search for pre-desecrated stones to further desecrate, I think.
You can't be
Ideally,
too
if
sure.
they're already desecrated, step done. But if
Amazing.
we can continue to desecrate them with our
To
kegger,
further,
Yeah, we can double down, like just in case. It's an
double
insurance
desecrate.
policy.
For those just joining us, yeah, we'll be desecrating already desecrated stones if they're able to get them from the Temple of Arathis. At the same time, Aoife and Azar will attempt to re-break into the equipment shed under which they know the secret store of weapons exists.
Yeah, and I'm also making a guest list, so
Yes. Were you dropping Quag's books off on his porch, or where did you land on that?
No, I think our goal is to give them to him at the kegger because that's
Okay.
manipulative and that like fits the energy.
So do we want to try and like me and Aoife? This I figure Lyndon and Buddy, we probably split at this point. Aoife, do we want to
Yeah.
like text Mavris and see like say something like, "Hey, we feel bad about what happened with Quag and got him a gift. Do you think he would be amenable to receiving it tonight at our kegger?"
Yeah. I'm wondering if we should play it up a little bit. Being like, we feel so
I mean,
bad.
Mavris was also in on the prank to get the book, so that is a good point that I forgot until right now.
Oh,
Yeah, so he does know it's a goal.
So we could text and say, "Hey, planning a little bit of a mini big kegger tonight on Left Island. Left Island. Right Island? It's right of the perspective of the skull, but left of the
Yeah, but
perspective
it's
of
left
the
on the
aerial.
map.
Anyway, whatever. You know which island I mean.
West Island.
West Island.
West Egg, if you will.
Would this be a good time to bequeath our gifts to the one and only Quagmire Averos? Don't put that last name in there because I forgot what his last name was already.
Texting and deleting.
Quagmire Mural A. Barrows.
I was fucking close. Yes.
So you text Mavris?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, Mav's just like party sick.
Yeah, bring friends. It's like the one we threw before. Lyndon's getting the claw, and then I send the little paw emoji.
Mavris definitely goes, Dank.
I send back a leaf, just for fun.
Understand.
Do you think Quag will come?
On what does that actually math out to be? On a 24 insight check on Quag, Mavericks goes, I don't know. He's pretty mad, but I can get him to do most things, so we'll see, I guess.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, right? Like,
yeah, what this is gonna be, unless you guys get more involved, is literally Mavericks is just gonna make a persuasion check against Quag.
Great.
So
I think that Mavericks is usually pretty persuasive, so that's fine with me.
and we're not allowed to use channel points to grant advantage, are we?
I will tell you he already has advantage with Quag because they're besties.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna roll this for you guys right now so that you know how this shakes out.
I'll give him a little finger guns if I can through the phone.
Through the phone. Make me an Arcana check.
Ben,
Let's
is
see
there a
if you can.
finger gun emoji?
18.
18. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll
What is
give
your
him-
verdict?
D8.
Great. He's gonna just use it.
Come on.
Amazing. He has a +9 to persuasion.
Ooh, baby.
Please, sir, come to the party.
Say 26.
Come on, that's got to be good enough.
If Quag rolls a nat 20, it's bad, but...
Yeah, like 20 to 30 minutes later.
He rolled a nat 20. Fuck.
No!
No!
Life.
What?
Cannot do this to
my
us.
God.
Wait, did you roll with advantage for Mavericks already? I mean,
I
with...
did.
Okay.
Wait,
He
so-
rolled 2 15s.
Well, then what's Quag's bonus?
Oh wait,
A
so
nat
this
20
is
is a
bad.
nat 20.
Oh wait,
this is
He
bad.
literally could not have beaten it unless he got a nat 20.
And of course.
Basically, it's the wisdom save of like, how angry is he really? And the answer is apparently he's quite angry still.
Boo.
You get a text message from Mavericks like an hour later that just is him being like, was it worse than you guys said? He seems pretty shaken.
No, it wasn't. He's being whiny. He also told me we were never friends. Isn't that so rude, Mavericks? I call Mavericks. I call him to tell him the gossip.
Mavericks answers like a FaceTime like this, like he always does.
Hi, hello. It is not as bad as he said it was. He told me personally that we weren't even ever friends, and that just really ripped my heart out of my chest.
He told me that for the first like 5 years we
And
were friends.
stomped on it, and I think he's just acting like a baby.
I'm gonna talk to him because I feel like something's going on.
Okay.
Did you said it wasn't that bad?
I mean, it was not good. I won't lie to you. It was not the most flattering
Well, I mean, like you
experience.
guys apologized, right?
I think so, but then he said, "Get the fuck out," and then I stormed off in a huff. So I don't know what happened after that.
Okay. All right. Well,
What did you
I'll
do
talk
when
to
you
him.
said you weren't friends anymore,
What did I do?
or
I
that
just
you
was
weren't ever
like,
friends?
That's nice. I don't know. And then I was still around, and then I just kind of clapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "Ha, dude, that's hilarious." And then, you know, whatever. He's
I'll
like,
try that.
yeah, I don't know. We also got drunk together, and that worked well. But
Well, if you would come to this White
he
Claw
drinks
kegger, we
less
could
now,
try that. But alas.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
well,
don't know.
anyway, gotta go steal a flail.
What?
Later.
Don't worry about it.
What?
Shit. Azar, what are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Well,
Burn
wait,
the
what if
books
we-
on his
what if we
doorstep.
What if we bring the books that we were trying to use to manipulate Quag to the party instead of Quag himself?
I mean, we could do that. That definitely still counts.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah,
you
it
want to put
counts
these
like
in
a
your backpack?
failure.
Oh no, Bestie's not with you. Never
Counts
mind.
like a failure. I heard that in my soul. I felt it. whatever.
Oh yeah,
Maybe we
yeah.
could
I'll
just-
put the books in my backpack. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think let's do that, and then I guess we already sent the letters that we wrote to him because I feel like those maybe would count too.
Yeah, Aoife, you did send a letter,
Aoife apologized, right?
right?
Yeah, and didn't. Oh no, Lyndon wrote a letter to her dad, I think.
Yeah, Lyndon, you're the only one who wrote a letter to Quag.
I stormed out and fully believe that someone apologized, but I don't think it was me.
It was not you.
So
Probably wasn't me either.
no, I don't think
I'm
anyone
not in the
actually
room.
did except for Aoife. So
Yeah, 100% no one apologized except Aoife.
I'm in that mode where I know that even if I did apologize, he wouldn't hear it. So fucking stay mad, bitch. Are we dimension dooring down into the basement? Are we trying to break in there or what? Aoife.
Yeah, I mean, well, you tell me. I've never been before, so.
Okay, the last time
As a quick, go ahead and hit me with what you remember.
the last time we went down, I rolled a nat 20 to escape the tripwires. So I don't know if that gives me some sort of extra
Yeah, I
bonus
mean,
to
you know where they were a summer ago.
Yeah. So I give the whole detail on that. Then you get downstairs and there's like a front room and then there's a back room. And the good stuff is in the back room, but it also might be signing your soul away. That's where the flail's gonna be. The front room is like potions and scrolls and stuff that are like lower level.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so if we dimension door, we could just avoid all of that, right?
We could also try and just like do it, but I have time for a long rest after doing my dimension door, right? It's still like 9 a.m.
Yeah, if you guys like go over in the morning and do this and see what happens, you could totally spend the day like straight chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's dimension door. Sounds fun.
Okay.
Amazing.
How does that work?
Is there anything else that you do before you dimension door in, and where are you trying to dimension door to?
I think if I'm gonna be taking a long rest after this, I think can I cast clairvoyance down there just to make sure I know where I'm dimension dooring to?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll just put the sensor down. Oh, I took a long rest last night, but I'll just put the sensor down like in the main, like the front room, but like ideally I can kind of pivot it. I don't know how.
Yeah. You can like do a slow rotation or whatever as you're like switching from seeing and hearing or whatever. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Everything looks mostly the same. You see the two doors, one appear, the further door, the door to like the good shit room does appear to be locked like it was last time. You could either pick it or try to find the keys somewhere. You do notice with the dirty 20, one thing that has changed. You see, sorry, this cat is in a box next to me and he's freaking out. You see a series of, not a series, you see a rune on the wall of the general room. It looks as though it is some sort of arcane rune.
Like an abjuration? Or I wouldn't know.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. You can make me an arcana check if you want to try to like,
I might.
it's going to be a pretty high DC given that you're not a caster who really uses writing.
19.
Yeah, I mean, best guess, you do know for sure it's arcane. It seems like some sort of arcane magic, and probably abjuration, right? Like,
yeah.
But you're not sure, like, you don't know, that could mean anything, right? That could be a super high powerful thing, or it could be a super low level thing, but you do see just a scrawled rune on the wall.
Aoife, I'm starting to think the dimension door idea might not be the best. Maybe we should just go down.
Yeah, I mean, I trust you. Whatever you say. I'm not the most dexterous. Let me just take off my chainmail real quick because I will be significantly less dexterous with that on. I'm gonna just run back to the cabin. Run back on over.
I saw a rune. I don't know exactly what it is, but I think it might be like an anti-magic thing. So maybe like if we tried to go down there, we would just combust or be sent to a different plane or something, and I don't really want to deal with that yet.
That sounds bad. Yeah, let's not do that.
But that's also good because it means we're vibing.
And to be clear, you know where the tripwires are. So you do think you'll be able to get past the tripwires. You'll have to
Do the lock thing.
Yeah, you'll have to do both locks. Now the lock to the main room as well as the lock to the so sorry.
Is that sleight of hand as well?
It is so if you have thieves tools, you can use those. If you don't, it's sleight of hand with disadvantage. If you don't have
I have jeweler's tools.
Make me
Gems.
an
For my bracelets.
insight.
Oh my gosh, that's
check.
adorable.
10.
You know Zayla has thieves tools. You know some
We did
people
talk
that
to
you
Zayla
know.
earlier about this exact endeavor, so I think maybe we should text Zayla.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll text Zayla, say, Operation Hellbound is a go. Stage 1.
The other person with a 10 that I'll give you is Ziggy. You saw Ziggy get into the
I have far too much pride.
books the day before, so Ziggy and Zayla with a 10 I'll give you.
I'll think about Ziggy if Zayla doesn't text me back. But I won't tell her that.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you ask her, or do you just say like it's a go with no context as to what you need?
No, I absolutely say no context.
You just get a thumbs up reaction on your text message.
I drop a pin of me standing by the equipment shed.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
That's a 19. And that's a 21. So 19.
Jesus. Do you just stay there?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit next to it and just play my guitar, hang out with my girl Aoife.
A half hour passes. Zayla, you see Zayla, huge hood up over her horns. It looks a little bleary-eyed. Has 2 coffees, one in her one in each hand. Kind of slouches up, hands one to you, Azar, and looks at Ethan and goes,
We can split.
Azar didn't say you were here.
We can split ours. It's okay. I chug half of it and then hand the rest to Aoife.
I'm not a good chugger, so
I think I knew that.
I think I might have gotten better since downing that horrible green juice espresso combination. Like, it can't be
don't
worse
do
than
that.
that, right?
Don't just drink the things people give you.
Hold my nose.
I've learned from that. Once Mavericks is a joke gave me an enlarged potion, and it was
Oh,
terrible.
God.
So even your closest friends can give you potions and fuck you up. So
You would never do that, right, Azar?
speaking of, look, you both look down at yourselves, and you are invisible.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is so cool.
But you're like kind of translucent more than invisible since you split it.
That's fine with me. I'm glad Aoife took off her chainmail.
Yeah, no kidding.
You'll get advantage on your stealth checks through the equipment shed.
Yes.
Zayla cracks her knuckles, finishes her own coffee. You see her toss it in just like an open trash can out. She does not turn invisible, and she goes, "Yeah, I don't need that, but figured
But
you
we
might."
do, yeah.
Yeah, right. So what are we doing?
So as I mentioned, we're calling it Operation Hellbound. It's not a misnomer. It's a correct nomer. In fact, we are bound for hell. And as part of the procedure to get us there, we need our cursed flail back, and we are retrieving it. But I did notice maybe a ward up, so I don't really want to send myself into oblivion today.
A ward?
Yeah, like a rune, and I draw the rune in the air with my translucent finger.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that's weird. They didn't.
Uh-oh, do you think it's bad?
I mean, no. I think Campbell's been doing a bunch of shit and not telling people about it, so. Or not telling me about it. We're not very close friends, so.
I know.
Sorry,
she's
what the
jealous.
fuck am I telling you about this for? All right.
Your secret's safe with us. I don't think she likes me that much either, so.
She doesn't like a lot of people. You see Zayla heel turn and, like, stalk towards the...
I fall in step behind her. I'm obsessed with this woman.
Yeah, make me a perception check.
18.
Zayla's boots don't leave tracks in the mud.
Fuck yeah.
Is that
Oh my god, wait, are those the boots that used to be Persephone's? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
She's like, what?
No, they were always yours. Always yours.
People leave, they leave stuff behind. Finders keepers, right?
That's what I always said about these boots.
You see Zayla just click open the regular padlock into the equipment shed. You fully know she's a counselor who has keys to the regular lock of the equipment shed. But still picks it and opens it, puts it to the side. You enter a totally regular equipment shed. There's like athletic gear. There's like some instrumentation stuff stored off to the side for Azar and the band that they've like gotten an agreement to store in here when they're not using it.
I'd like to take just a half a second to leaf through whatever the counselor band has left behind and see what their next cover plan is.
Their next cover plan is probably... Give me one
Like
second.
One Headlight by the Wallflowers?
No, it's gonna be a Mowgli song, probably.
Cool.
That's very extra.
That gives me a lot of information about them.
Yeah, 100%. It's Say It, Just Say It by the Mowglis. Thank you for your patience in these trying times. You shuffle through and find not sheet music, obviously. It's like handwritten, like
tabs, yeah.
Attempts at tabs, and like transmutations, translations into like uke tabs too. But yeah, you know where you've been here before. You know where the secret door is. Would you like to give Zayla the help action to attempt to break into this equipment shed?
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. For fucking sure.
And
I'll also give her a finger guns just to have until she wants to use it.
In case.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call. Come on. Sorry, my computer is being slow. Is there anything else that you guys tell Zayla as you're sort of moving through this?
Frankly, I'm a big fucking loudmouth. I'll tell her about the party. I'll tell her about all the items we've got on the list. If she's the baddie, I'm fucked. But I've gotten this insight on her that we've won her over, and with that insight, she has won me fully over.
Zayla gets a 28 without your help to do the first lock. So she just opens the door, turns to look at you and go, sorry, what? As you're talking like a mile a minute, she fully was not listening and was like doing the lock.
Oh, it's fine. We're
Opens
just
the
having a
door.
kegger. If you want to come.
Oh, sick. Yeah, for sure. There's a wire on the ground there still, so
Ooh,
step
thank
over
you.
it. Just as Aoife's about to like If you guys would be so kind as to make me stealth checks as you're in this standard hallway,
With
headed
advantage, you
down
said?
in this like secret chamber. Yeah, you're invisible enough that you'll get advantage with this stealth check.
19.
Great.
Right, and mine is loading. All right, stealth. And stealth. Got okay, 13.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't have like any bonus.
Can I finger guns Aoife as well to give you a little extra boost?
Absolutely.
Was that next?
Roll an extra D8.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Please. 4. Okay, so a total of 17.
Okay. Zayla got a 20. A dirty 20. So you all, you begin to move through the space. There is a second tripwire that Azar you know about before the actual door from this like hallway down below. Zayla will pick the lock with advantage. And again, gets a 27 without the Bardic to pick the lock. You all are able to step over the thing. This is just now the gang gets an NPC to assist in an activity. You open up into the main room. In the main room of this equipment shed, you do see returned to its mantle a quiver that you recognize, a quiver of
The dip quiver.
arrows.
Dipped it.
Quiver known as the Quiver of Chaos. You additionally, you see returned you see some steampunk goggles, I believe, that have been returned as well. And a shield. There is also a couple of other things in this room. A couple pieces of armor still hang out here. A variety of potions and scrolls are in this room as well. It appears that there's clothing and weaponry in this room, but you realize that surely there are other types of magical items.
Tell me about
And
the
then-
shield.
The shield? The shield is it's adorned with 7 stars around a set of eyes. And it looks like it's a beautiful shield adorned with 7 stars around a set of eyes. Do you want to make
7
go
stars
ahead and
around
make me a religion check?
Yeah, I mean that I'll say that does not seem subtle. Like that does not seem like a shield I could just steal. So that was a nat 1. So I don't know a damn thing.
Seems important. Seems magic.
Is that?
Yeah. But
Azar, do you want to make a religion check?
Yeah. 18. Is that
you
a
think
saloon?
about this. Yeah. You think about this, and you also remember you've seen this in action before. It's a little bit of a bonus to it's a +1 shield basically.
Okay. Who used to have it? I don't even know.
Moira.
Oh, yes.
Moira used to have the shield.
Moira.
But yeah, this is a +1 shield. You recognize it as it was not cursed the last time you saw it in action, and does seem to have made its way back again when another camper has left the grounds. Darius has touched the shield. But yeah, it's Azar remembers seeing this shield in action, and thus far does not know of it being any sort of danger.
No, I think for this purpose as well, getting the thing that we know is cursed by Fierna is like feels like the vibe. So that we get closer to her.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think
Oh,
it's like
additionally, I forgot, in this room as well, the outer room, there is also a mall.
Oh, does anyone need a mall?
I mean, I would always like nicer stuff.
You should not be fighting with hand axes, I feel like.
Well, I have a long sword now.
Okay.
We've upgraded.
Okay. Sorry.
Can I?
A maul, you know, is a two-handed weapon,
Oh, okay. Then that's not
for
gonna
what
work.
it's worth.
That's not my fighting style then.
Yeah, so this room has a couple things in it, like I said, and Yeah.
I think I'm on a mission. I'm headed for the back room.
Great. You know where that secret closet is. You've seen it before. Ooh, she's gonna need to use the bardic now.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, fuck.
8 only.
I think she only got a 19. A 19 is enough to open this lock. It was a DC 18, but you can tell Zayla has a confused look on her face for a second, and you see her just go, they changed it. Hang on. And you see her switch out for a different set of thieves' tools. These ones are like gold-plated, and she like strings it in and plays with it more and eventually gets the lock open. But you see that it is the lock has been changed, and Zayla says that as much. She pushes the door open, and you see again a room smaller than the last, about the size of a closet. There's a bright adorned axe, a dark metallic plate armor with small blades adorned on the forearms, a leather stitched together bag, a variety of potions and scrolls, as well as in the corner a flail that is recognizable.
What was after the leather stitched together bag? I got excited about that.
A variety of potions and scrolls.
Oh yeah, okay.
What kind of
Unmarked.
potions? What kind? Oh, unmarked.
Unmarked.
I definitely
Unmarked scrolls as well.
Yeah, they appear to be like rolled up, so you could like open them and start to look at them, but
Is it worth trying to do that, Aoife?
it depends on if you guys feel like you're on a time frame or not.
I don't think we're on that much of a time frame, but I mean, you would have the knowledge. I don't know anything about this, but yeah, let's look. I mean, do you think there's a chance that they could be like first if we touch them?
There's a chance. I feel like I'm about to be wrapping this flail in some other garment to carry it upstairs because I don't really want to touch it.
Ooh, that's a really good point. We can look at these scrolls. I don't think we should start messing with the potions though if they're not labeled.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Okay, I'll just open a couple scrolls and see what is up.
Cool.
I know I've got a lot of scrolls, so
Cool. Roll me a d20.
16.
Incredible. This is very funny. The jump spell is cast on you against your will as you touch as you reach out and touch the first scroll. You see it is cast on you through no power of your own.
That's kind of cool. Does the scroll then appear blank?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I should stop touching these scrolls. But this is really cool, and I'm like doing like the moonwalk.
Yeah, you've Persephone used to cast the jump spell. Your jump spell is tripled until the spell ends. It lasts a minute.
I'm bouncing around. As I'm in the air, like kind of levitating between my jumps, I'd like to wriggle out of my t-shirt under my pinny and use it to grab the flail without touching it.
Amazing. You grab the flail, you wrap it in your Taletraeder t-shirt.
I am now wearing a sports bra with a chainmail pinny over it.
Absolutely amazing. That's the energy we want to see. Zayla is currently just leaning against the door frame between the two spaces, kind of looking around.
Want anything?
No, I'm good.
Aoife, you could also take the plate armor if you're getting stealth disadvantage anyway.
Make an insight check, both of you.
Okay.
Never mind. Maybe we don't want the plate.
Right?
Oh, this is on Zayla.
I got another nat 1.
I got a 5. We're not getting anywhere, gang.
Aoife, here's the thing.
Oh, Jesus.
stealing doesn't sit right with you, and so perceiving the situation right now, you are just a flop sweat. Like, you are so afraid you're gonna get caught.
That's fair. I guess that's my question is like, in what way is this stealing? I thought this was like communal camp property.
We're not supposed to be in here.
These are dangerous items that have, or magical items, but dangerous. Some of them are dangerous magical items that have been locked away primarily for the purpose of, like, they have been found by counselors or by Fenala herself throughout their adventuring experiences and are locked away on campgrounds. Like, the gang has learned that the Fierna flail was locked away specifically to hide it from Fierna. There's powerful warding magic around.
So these are not items that belong to the camp. Like, who owns these items?
We actually don't know how the camp got the flail. I tried to ask and I rolled a nat 1 on my question. So I did not get any single shred of information from that.
Okay. Well, so with that in mind, because I think I've been misunderstanding. I thought we were saying steal as a joke, kind of. I thought that
Aoife realizes on a nat 1 that she is actually stealing.
No, this is fully a heist, Aoife. This is a heist.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's so okay. Well, so I think maybe let's hold off on taking other stuff then, because I don't know. I mean, they might get really worried if they see it's missing and it's not really ours and it's probably for good reason.
Okay, I understand.
But I do think we have to take the flail because there is a higher mission in this.
I agree. I just thought maybe it would be productive if you wanted to take the plate because it might be beneficial to you as a fighter. But
I trust them that it's down here for a good reason. Like, maybe it's not something that I should be able to handle.
Just also for context, my penny is also from down here, as are the shoes I'm wearing on my feet. I fully stole those last year.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm still confused on the nature of this shed, but
make me a perception check, Aoife.
Okay.
And while you make this perception check, I'm going to tell you my personal philosophy. Mine, Azar Aldark's personal philosophy, which is that maybe it's just locked away until they get someone brave enough to come get it.
Right. I mean, I would feel worse if I understood who it belonged to and who we were harming by taking it. But
to be clear, you're not harming. I mean, maybe Campbell.
I got an 18 on my perception check. If that.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking around. The structure of this space is that it is a secret basement underneath a regular equipment shed. You went through a secret wall door to get down here. Then you went through another locked door into a main room with things in it, including the shield. That main room is where Azar also stole her things from. And then the second room that you are now in was also locked with a new lock with the flail and some of these other things in it as well.
Okay, so maybe the stuff that's in this half, maybe this is the dangerous half. Where did you get your penny and shoes from? The front half?
The front half. But all my scrolls, 3 of my scrolls came from here, and then the rest of them came from the front half, I think.
Yeah, and one of the scrolls that came from here, from the second half, was the immolation scroll.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like I can tell you what to do, but I don't feel comfortable taking anything I don't absolutely need. So.
Fair.
Zayla goes, noble.
I echo, noble.
Aoife, with that 18 perception check, as Zayla goes noble, you hear a clinking in her bag.
I choose to ignore it.
Hell yeah. All right, so are we peacing?
Yeah, I don't feel. I mean, I think my armor's good enough. I've never really been in too much of a pickle from the stealth defense perspective. So.
Well, to be clear, plate would still give you disadvantage on stealth. It would just give you an armor class of like 21 or some shit.
Yeah, the armor is a dark metallic plate armor with small blades adorned on the forearms.
God, that does sound really cool. Oh, no, no.
Okay.
Shield
I
back.
respect it. I respect it. So we're heading upstairs. Me holding this t-shirted flail out like a...
I'm gonna just drop a picture of this armor really quick in the Discord. But yeah, so anyway, you guys head upstairs.
Oh, it's so cool. I'm so upset.
Touch the spiky armor. You guys head upstairs, and as you exit, make me a perception check as you're headed up the stairs.
All
I'm
right.
about to dimension door from inside the equipment shed to my house.
Whoever has the higher one may make it with advantage because Zayla will help you.
Oh, I've got a +3.
I've got a +7 and I rolled like shit, so I would like to roll again if I can.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
That was better, 19.
As you begin to head up the stairs, you hear the door to the equipment shed, the regular equipment shed, opening.
Fuck.
I'm gonna try to hide behind the nearest bookshelf.
Zayla's also gonna hide.
Is there a bookshelf? I'm gonna hide behind something.
Yeah, you can hide behind like shelving in the
Yeah.
equipment shed.
Do we still have advantage on stealth?
You do. You're still half
Okay.
invisible.
Great.
Zayla gets a 28 on her stealth check.
I got a 20.
Um,
Not nat.
okay. Aoife, what'd you get?
I only got a 10.
That is very lucky, Aoife. You hear the door open. Aoife, you are broad and standing behind a shelf that you are fairly certain you are slightly wider than, but thankfully you're wearing clothes that are similarly colored to the shelf that you're standing behind. You see a young, tired man in a robe open the door.
Is it Forrest?
No,
It is
Quagmire.
Oh, it's Quag.
You heard robe and you were like, Forest?
I don't know. I maybe. When
you
you say
hear
a young
Quag
man, like a teenager.
embody-
Yeah, young.
Quag.
You see a young-looking elven man, a young, tired-looking elven man open the door.
Ah.
His hair
Fuck.
a mess atop his head, his newly cropped hair, and you just hear him look around, sigh, walk, push the secret door open, walk down further. Zayla, I'm assuming it's you. Is it for you?
Can we slip out the door while he's
Yeah.
back there? Absolutely.
You absolutely can.
That's where I'm going.
Let's go.
Aoife, you feel as soon as Quag turns his back, you feel warm hands on your body as Zayla just shoves you to to a darker corner and then out the door, pulling the door shut behind her.
You
Well,
really
that's new.
narrowly escaped that one.
Jesus.
Quag rolled an 8 on
Danger.
his perception check.
Oh my god.
We will cut away from all of you outside of the equipment shed with a newly acquired t-shirt wrapped flail, and cut over to Buddy and Lyndon driving down the mean streets. Lyndon, you tell me, did you sign out the bus with Campbell? Did you try to get Nicolora to give you the minivan? Or did you try to finagle something with Cal, who has access to the East Camp golf carts?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I think I would try to get Nicolora's vehicle.
Amazing. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Okay, my logic for this is that I really want like no trace of this to be traceable back to East Camp. Like I don't want any of the other people at East Camp getting wind that we are planning a party. I want the ones who I invite to arrive, and I don't want anyone else fucking with my event. Okay? I'm taking this seriously.
So are you telling Cal about the party then?
Oh yeah, he's invited.
But
He's
you tell him
invited.
not to invite anyone else.
He's invited. I haven't sent out the invites yet. So as far
Okay.
as anyone else is concerned, there is no party happening yet. That'll be happening as Buddy is in the temple.
Gotcha.
I will be seated outside the temple, sending out personalized
Making your
invites.
plans.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You said persuasion?
I did.
Okay. What is this math? 15.
Nicolora, is there anything special that you say to her?
I think I'm gonna give her a little I'm gonna appeal to her sensibilities. I'm gonna say, hey, exclusive masquerade party happening tonight, and I need to do a couple of planning tasks, and it would be really helpful to have a vehicle with a trunk for this. It's kind of a masquerade party, so there are going to be a lot of props involved. So if you're not using it today, could me and Buddy borrow the car?
Incredible. Nick looks at you and goes,
It's
Make
gonna
an
be the
insight
rager of the
check, Lyndon.
century. Make you a what?
an insight check.
Insight. Okay. 10.
Nicolora looks at you and goes, sure.
Thank you so much. I owe you one. There's going to be a special surprise for you and Penio at this party. You're not going to fucking believe it.
As Lyndon, you turn around, like you grab the keys from her and turn to start to walk off. Nicolora reaches out and grabs Buddy by the arm and just goes, Buddy, I don't know what you're getting into. I don't want to know. It's easier for me if I don't know, honestly. But she doesn't look good. So maybe be careful, okay?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Lyndon, she's... Haven't you noticed she looks really pale and...
Is Lyndon close by to me?
She's walking towards the minivan.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Lyndon to see if I can register what.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I'm wrapping clothes
Make
on
a
Sunday.
perception check with advantage.
You're my Chick-fil-A.
Ooh, what are people perceiving?
Nicolora, for context, got a 27 on her insight check on Lyndon.
It was perception, right?
Yes.
I only got a 17.
Yeah, I mean, since the incident, with the angel fight, Lyndon has been looking a little more pale, a little more sunken in. I mean, you know, Buddy, she's deeply attached to a book that belongs to a literal lord of one of the circles of hell.
I'm always
And
pale,
it looks
though.
like she's getting, you know, more and more excited about it. Lyndon's eyes become, you know, they're a little bit, her pupils seem a little bigger than usual. There's a little bit more blackness in her eyes, a little bit more, you know.
Okay, so I'll look at Nicolora and be like, yeah, I guess Lyndon does kind of look shitty. I'll keep this in mind. And I'll start walking to the van.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
Closed on Sunday.
I'll see you later. Nick just kind of laughs a little bit and leaves you both with the car. You drive into town. It takes about 30 minutes or so as you pass by. Where you head right to the temple?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to park somewhere around there, and then, while Buddy's in there, I'm gonna swing over to Renee.
Amazing.
And the liquor store, wherever that is.
Yeah, you go to a liquor store, you pick up whatever you need. As previously established, your fake ID is nat 20 level perfect. And you pick up your variety packs of White Claws.
All three of them. Multiple of all three. As many as I can carry.
Incredible.
Rager.
Amazing.
I'm also gonna get a couple of bottles of vodka in case I need to spike it more, in case that's not like desecrated enough. I'll put it on the card. Put it on my card.
I have a note here, vodka for extra desecration.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
In case 11 flavors of White Claw doesn't do the trick.
Amazing. What does Buddy do?
Okay, so hear me out. This whole jeweler's tools thing and all this other stuff's got me thinking. We're talking stones. And the one thing that Allie did from the very beginning of this amazing campaign was choose the mason's tools as her toolkit. So what can I do with these mason tools and this temple of stones?
No freaking way.
Like, how much social interactions do I really need to do? You know what I'm saying? If I can, like, the stone is desecrated. just go.
Yeah, okay. So it's been a few days since you guys did it's been about a week since you guys did your community service project, basically. So a lot of the big pieces of stone have been cleaned up. You all canonically cleaned them up, right? So
yeah, like
there
idiots.
I mean, there is still half a temple there.
Okay, alright. So let's see.
can
What can I get out of this, alright? I'm talking like Xanathar's Guide to Everything. I'm reading like what Mason's tools allow me to do, right? So I'm like, okay. I have a trowel, that's even how you pronounce that, a hammer, a chisel, brushes, and a square. I don't know what a square is in this case.
Like bricklaying thing.
You got it. All right. So, if I can do history in the sense that it aids me in identifying a stone's building date of construction and purpose, along with insight into who might have built it, I think we can apply that in some other ways. I could do investigation to gain additional insight when inspecting areas within stone structures. Hello, temple. I can also spot irregularities in stone walls or floors, making it easier to find trapdoors and secret patches. Like,
All right, buddy. Give me an investigate check with advantage.
Yes. I'm an investigator. Okay. So that was an 18. Let's see if I beat an 18. Nope. 18.
You're able to easily find several spots in this temple that is already falling apart and being reestablished that you could potentially break more stone off of. Maybe a religion check.
Okay. Oh dear. Oh, I got a 22! Yes!
If you break off stone from a temple, you will be the person who has desecrated it.
Oh.
Because it is attached to a temple that is standing.
Oh no.
So, that's I mean, Buddy knows that Buddy would be desecrating a temple if Buddy walks up to a standing structure and just chisels a piece of it off. You also know that's not exactly an inconspicuous activity. Like, you would have to do it on the sly if you wanted to, like, not have people notice.
Yeah, that's like religion 101 and like stealing stones 101. Of course.
Exactly. So all of those things are true. You did meet and were rude to the elder of this temple the last time you were here, so you do know her and know what she looks like and could try to find her if you wanted to. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so this didn't set me up for success, even though...
I mean, you absolutely know you could do it fast and easily.
Yeah, especially
You also know, like, this temple itself is, like... I'm looking at all the things that you can glean with your tool proficiency.
my demolition skills.
Yeah, it's like a gorgeous building. You know that it is old. It's been around probably since around the time that the city has been built. The stone does look old. As far as who might have built it, it does seem like a modern enough structure that there are those sort of ornate gears in it, right? It's built by people who value civilization, right? Which is part of Arathis' thing, right? Law, civilization, light, knowledge. So as you look at it more, you do see, like, out the back, there is like a back door and a side door. The front door has been part of the damage has been done there. And you are able to spot several weak spots from the damage that has happened.
Okay, so technically, as a cleric, and so fundamentally steeped in religion basics 101, if anybody takes a stone from this temple, is it desecrated?
If whoever wants to walk up to a temple and hammer and chisel a piece of the temple out of it, that's probably the beginning of a desecration in terms of activity.
Okay, word. So how far away is Linden from where I am?
Lyndon went to the liquor store, so she's probably like 3 blocks away.
Okay, great.
Everybody knows the liquor stores and the churches are always close together.
I'm gonna quickly step over to the liquor store.
Lyndon, you see Buddy running up the street with a trowel in his hand.
Alright, so I'm like, Lyndon, hear me out. Are
Like
you
at the register.
Are you stealthy?
No. I'm stealthy with my words, if you know what I mean.
You know what? You're right. How many people did I count in the temple that might potentially hear my holy deeds?
What did you get in your perception check?
Oh. I don't remember.
Or you can make me a new one to look for people.
I just, was that? No, because that was the last one. I think it was an 18, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was on the stone. Yeah,
fair
give me
enough.
a new one. Give me a people one.
A people one.
As you're, like, recalling.
A 22.
A 22. You know, based on the time of day, it's a Saturday morning, you know it's unlikely that they have sort of, like, services at this time, but you do think that probably, you know, around, you know, it could be anywhere between, like, 5 to 10, like, acolytes will likely be around. Basically, the people that you guys saw and helped are likely to be the people that are around. So they are probably in the temple. You didn't see a lot of people outside of the temple. There wasn't a lot of coming and going. So you think that if you're able to be quiet enough, you could potentially hawk off a piece of it without anybody noticing.
Okay. Lyndon, how good do you think you could be talking to a religious crowd? Do you think religious people like White Claw? Could we buy a few White Claws for the religious?
Buddy, the cleric, asks you, Lyndon. How does one...
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so back at home, everyone I know is this thing called Catholic, right? And they seem to really love the parties that, like, my dad will throw. So I think that White Claw could be new and exciting for them.
That's it. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I've assessed the temple.
Okay.
We can get a stone.
Okay.
But there are people around. I'm not stealthy. You're not stealthy. But you're stealthy with words.
Well, I'm stealthier than the average person, but, you know, this kind of makes it a little hard. I'm clanking my chainmail.
I think I'm extra clanky compared to you. Roll disadvantage.
You
so
both
do I.
roll with disadvantage.
No way!
You can take your armor off though. Like you could
That's
do
why
that.
I'm always stripping.
That's why Aoife's always got like 12 AC, but
But is
I
mine
could-
because of my armor, or is mine...
yeah, it is.
Okay,
buddy.
I was like, I can't remember.
Mine is...
Yeah, it's your
yes.
armor. It's both of you wear heavy or both of you wear armor.
I
Okay,
have
great.
a +1, like, beside that. Like,
Oh, I don't have anything. That's okay. So, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the temple together. If you think
Okay.
alcohol will help, bring the alcohol.
I'll bring some... Let me add just, like, a real quick bottle of, like, red wine. Like, your weakest red to this.
Yeah,
I say that to the cashier.
sure. I'm gonna...
Alright, man, you got a lot going on, okay?
Do you want my money or not?
Let me think about it. Are you gonna keep talking to service people that way or not?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's my B. Sorry, we're kind
Thank
of in
you.
a
Yeah,
high
for
pressure
sure. Whatever.
situation
Here you
right
go.
now.
This is like a jug of Carlo Rossi.
Okay,
for
thank you.
you.
Oh my God, perfect. Catholics love Italians. Okay. All right.
I don't know what that is, but have a good day.
All right, you too. You too. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for your help. I like fully bow on the way out with the White Claws in my arms.
Okay, great. I'm gonna give you my armor, and here's what we're gonna do. You talk to people, I get stone.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's go to the temple now.
All right.
You go to the temple.
All
right.
Let's hope this way. Okay.
I'm
I
out
use
here.
my
First,
amazing
are you-
real
tools.
quick, I'm going to drop the boxes of White Claw in the car. I'm going to put those
Great.
in the trunk.
Okay.
Are you wearing your armor, buddy?
No.
You drop your armor in the car while Lyndon drops the White Claw in the car.
Yes.
Great.
I'm going to drop my armor in the car too.
Yeah,
Great.
like normal people.
You both go armorless
Yeah.
and you go to the temple.
Yeah.
What is the plan?
The plan is, Lyndon, you talk to people and try to like distract people. Don't let them go over to where you know I'm gonna go, as I have tried to actually plan out an area, which I know is not necessarily gonna be completely feasible, where there won't be as much traffic, right? I'm gonna try to stealth
Yeah, you're sort of
around.
on like the side of the porch.
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
front entry.
I'm going to try to get out this stone that I can, desecrating it, and then hopefully taking it with me. And you know, if we don't make it, okay, well, some people are gonna get trapped in plants, and that's okay.
That's okay.
So, great. Tell me, Lyndon, tell me exactly what you do right now.
Okay. Lyndon, armorless. Gaunt, as we've stated. Jug of Carlo Rossi in hand. I'm gonna take a couple swigs of it real quick so it's not like a fresh bottle.
You get that deep red.
Yeah, I gotta stain the lips, you know. I walk on over. I stumble on over. I'm, you know, all charisma or all dexterity turned off right now. I stumble over. I'm gonna go to the exact opposite side of this church as where Buddy is planning on pickaxing.
The verb.
I'm gonna walk up. I have this opened container in hand, and I'm gonna say like, "Oh,
To be clear,
I'm
you are standing
so
outside.
hungry."
You're standing outside on the opposite side of like the entryway to
Yeah.
where Buddy
I'm
is.
gonna be like, Hello?
So you are actively
Hello?
yelling to bring people from the inside of the church to outside of the church.
No, I want to be in the threshold. No, on the opposite side. Like, if he's on this corner, I want to be on, like, the diagonal.
Okay, imagine with me. I'm not explaining this well. The front of the church is the part that is damaged.
Oh.
So there is, like, you know, entryway, gears. This is a really bad drawing, but here we are. Column. Wow, this is unclear. Okay. Entryway, column, porch area. Around this part of the building, just down the side, is Buddy.
Uh-huh.
You are over here?
Yes, and I want them to
But
be
the entryway...
backs turned.
Okay, so currently, to be clear, no one is outside currently.
Well, I want to be in the doorway, but I can't go inside.
Is this a plan? Are you yelling before Buddy does this, or do you want to say that you're gonna do that if Buddy is loud? Or does Lyndon just walk over and start hollering?
I don't know that Lyndon thought of that. I think her logic is she wants to engage these people in conversation and like a crisis of like spiritual proportions while Buddy is doing this in the hope that he can get like even the smallest little chip of a stone and then like run. And then once I see out of my peripheral vision, like him running, I'll like pretend that like the devil took over my soul and that I like need to run away too.
I mean, it kind of did.
That's my plan. So I'm impersonating, if you will, someone in a spiritual crisis.
Great. Make me a performance check.
All right.
Buddy,
Shit.
make me a stealth check.
No. Okay.
I don't think Lyndon told Buddy this plan either. As soon as everybody was like, we're going to send Lyndon and Buddy on an adventure.
I
was
got
like,
17.
I only got a 5.
What? Wait, what did you roll?
+0 and I got a 5.
Well, I got a 17.
Buddy,
Can
you just
Lyndon
hear
17
like
be the help action?
A hard chung 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 chung.
Oh my gosh.
But at the same time, Buddy, go ahead and roll again.
Well, and if I hear the
It's a
chunk, chunk,
nightmare.
chunk, I'll be the getaway driver.
Buddy stealth.
I'm quick.
I mean, you're hollering so that hopefully they will come out and go towards you.
I got a 10.
Okay. You hear chung chung chung. But Lyndon, as they come out, you see Elder Era, who you recognize, this elderly woman with very coiffed hair in like ornate, like I don't want to say robes because of all the quag connotations, but like scholarly
No, dusters.
acolyte.
Yeah, duster like.
I hate you all.
Robes are for everyone
Scholarly
else.
acolyte, like
Gowns.
robes with gears adorned on the sort of like lapels of the robes. And you see her come out accompanied by a young, a little bit more spry looking acolyte. And you see they both are gonna make... Great, they both rolled 6s on their perception checks, so they turn and see a young woman in a spiritual crisis. Now, here's the roll that you
Don't
really
we
care
all?
about, which is to see if Elder Era remembers Lyndon from a week
I've
ago.
been drinking since 6 in the morning. When
You
I
see
woke up
this woman...
on a bench outside my house that I'm foreclosed out of because
Oh.
I stole this, and I hold up the jug. I stole this and I got kicked out.
Make me a deception check right now.
Okay.
Honestly, with advantage. You already got them over here with your performance.
With advantage, you say that first roll was a natural 20 and the second was a 23.
Buddy, will you just make me a strength check? I want to make sure that you can get this rock off the wall.
A strength check? Yeah, sure.
You can also make this with advantage because of your masonry tools.
And Lynn's amazing performance. Yeah, let's do that with advantage.
Lyndon, you needed that nat 20.
Oh,
Oh my god, I got the same thing twice. And it was,
What was
a
it?
4, which means it's only a 6.
So here's the thing. You have the tools,
Yes.
so you will still be able to do it. It's just going to take longer. So Lyndon has to vamp for a little bit longer here.
a little
Is
fancy.
it possible
you
that I
start-
could just chip a smaller rock?
I mean, you're starting to chip it and you
Okay.
realize you're getting flakes, so you have to
Fair enough.
move to get to a different position.
Okay.
Lyndon, you see her look at you deeply into your soul with those old lady eyes. And you see that this woman has the insight of someone who has years of experience working as a religious professional, right? Like she is a high up member of this organization. She rolled a 27 insight on you. You got a nat 20.
Holy fuck.
She looks at you and you see this woman reach up and she's hunched, short, wrinkled as all hell, but her hair is perfect and silver. She reaches up and grasps your hands and looks into your eyes and goes, "You have something very bad in you.
I do?
You have lost yourself. You're stealing. You're living a difficult life. These things, they are inside of you, but they are not you."
I know.
She touches the sunken part of your face,
Oh, I flinch. Oh,
and she goes, "Do you feel how your body is cold?"
I'm shivering now.
My dear, something fiendish is in you. I would
Why,
bring you in
son?
the temple, but I fear I cannot.
An imp crawled out of my closet last time I was home.
An imp? You have fiends in your life?
I don't know where it came from, and then I couldn't go back in my house, and so I had to go to Carlo. I had to. I had no other option. Romulus
know.
kicked me out.
What is a Romulus?
My husband.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't strike me as a proud heterosexual. That is my bad.
Well, that's the biggest sin, that's the biggest sin you could accuse me of, madam. Of course I'm
No.
a proud heterosexual.
She touches your face again and goes, "Arathis does not. That's. We don't do that, my dear. You can love whoever you'd like, but if you'd stay still, I would like to cast a spell on you."
What spell?
Well, I'd like to see what's going on inside your heart, my dear.
I'm glancing over to Buddy. I'm seeing how close Buddy is to...
Buddy, go ahead and make me another check with advantage here.
Oh, heaven forbid it's another set of 4s, because where would this go? Okay, that's a 13. That's a 15. We're getting closer.
Great. You crack that hunk off. Lyndon, as you turn, you see Buddy catching a big boulder in his hand around the corner.
All right,
She's reaching out to touch your face.
Buddy, where are you going? What are you doing now? Physically, what are you doing?
Buddy knows where the car is, right? But the question
Yeah,
is...
oh yeah.
Can I make it to the car while dragging a heavy-ass boulder?
You're gonna make another stealth check, and now there are 2 people outside.
Gosh, okay. Is there any place to hide nearby?
I have a plan.
You could hide behind the temple.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. Is the liquor store crossing this situation, or can I like?
No, it's like 3 blocks in the other direction. It's just that you have to like walk back to the street.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try
If
to
you're going
turn
to
my
the car.
back, and I'm just gonna go.
You can make the stealth check with advantage.
Yeah, and I'm trying to go to the liquor
Yeah.
store and just hide out in there for a
All right.
second. Okay, you're gonna make me. I have stealth check right now.
Yeah,
All right, with
if you're gonna do that.
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna let this nice old lady touch Lyndon's face as I run to the liquor store. Okay, so that was a 15. You know, not the worst. And that was a 16.
Okay. She's not actively looking for anything anymore, so you beat both of these people's passive perception. Lyndon is distracting them. There's no reason for them to turn around and look, so you grab the thing and you head off to the liquor store.
Mission accomplished.
Lyndon, she's about to cast a spell on you.
I'm gonna suddenly jerk away. I'm gonna say, Banshee? Is that you?
No.
I hear him calling. That's my dog. I have to go. I have to go. I take
make
another
me a
swig.
dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I take another swig of the Carlo.
Banshee, my dog.
That was a 17.
Incredible. You see this woman reaches out in an attempt to cast a spell on you. You roll out of the way, you chug your Carlo Rossi, and run off into the night.
I'm
as
so
she
sorry.
calls-
Thank you for
she
your
calls after you and
generosity.
she goes, my dear, this is not a joke. There is something inside of your soul. There's something bad and we can sense it.
Oh my god, my screaming
And you
is
hear
the
her
animal
shouts in the background.
beckoning. I gotta go. I'm sorry. This dog is more important to me than anything on this goddamn planet. Another swig. I'm pre-gaming.
You run, you meet Buddy at the liquor store, and the two of you have a big rock.
Yes! Lyndon, we got the rock!
Got the fucking rock!
We got the fucking rock!
Buddy, we are
The
stealth
cashier.
team alpha. We are on another level.
Yeah! Top stone
Top
stealers.
stone!
Are you guys gonna like pay me to not tell anybody about this, or the
Oh, good
cashier
idea.
turns and looks at you as you both high five. She's like this super intense, like she's an elf who's like the top of her head is shaved. She has like several nose rings that go to her ear piercings. She's
Yeah.
like, so about that customer service.
I'm gonna flip like 3 gold pieces to her.
Should I banish her to another plane?
No.
What?
Okay. What?
Get the fuck out of my store. Get out of my store.
Okay, thank you again for all of your help. I really appreciate it. See you next week. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Let's go.
You guys
Okay.
leave.
Buddy,
Um,
actually wait. You wait right outside. No, you wait just inside here. I'm going to pull the car right up. You're going to jump in. And then we're going to floor it.
Okay.
You guys floor it back. Lyndon, you do pick up your armor from Renee, just to say aloud. It is +1 armor.
Okay, sick.
Buddy,
Sick.
you get in the car and you begin to drive back. Lyndon, make me a dex save.
Okay. $16.
Amazing. You're not like, it's not like Fast and the Furious level, but like you think it's Fast and the Furious level, but really it's just like good driving at 15 miles per hour over the speed limit in a minivan. As you guys zoom back to meet up with your friends. I think we re-meet the crew together probably at a little after lunchtime, after all of the shenaniganery. Azar's probably chilling to attempt to regain. Oh no, I forgot. Oh no, yeah.
I'm chill. I'm still
Yes.
chilling. I would like to short rest at least to get my bardic back.
Absolutely. I had this moment where I couldn't remember that you had escaped the Quag moment and not were in a direct conversation with him. So amazing. You guys successfully got the flail. What is it? Stealth Team Alpha successfully acquired.
Stealth Team.
Buddy comes back to, I think you all meet again probably at the cabin with your stolen goods. And Buddy comes back in his arms a freshly cut off large boulder from the temple.
I'm not gonna ask about that.
And you see it's got a clean like cut off of it versus like the stuff that you guys all picked up was like crumbling, right? Like Buddy went chiseled off a hunk.
I'm a stone mason.
I have to know what everybody else's tools are. I didn't realize tools gave you so much
let
stuff.
me look. That's an excellent question.
So yeah, this is how you all come back together. Is there anything that you would like to do, invitation-wise or anything, before we close out this session? We can also start with invites to the party.
Oh,
I think I'll text Phoebe and be like, hey, want to go to an island luau tonight?
You get a message back that goes, absolutely. I was wondering if you were going to ask me. Mavericks texted everybody that we were supposed to go, so,
Wait, Mavericks beat me to it.
Mavericks! Oh, yeah, sorry.
She sends a little winky face.
I hate that he beat me to it, but I'll see you there.
He's never been one for subtlety. Looking forward.
What's your favorite flavor of White Claw? I'll be sure to save you one before Lyndon drinks them all.
It's probably the fucking mango ones. She's probably likes the mango ones because she's like, there's always more of them.
You got it. All right. And I stash away like 5 mango ones as soon as I get the hand on the stash. Like, you guys can't touch these.
That's right on them in Sharpie.
Because I'm setting aside blackberry White Claws for Cal. Those are his favorites.
Yeah, they are.
You do know that most of the White Claws are going to be poured into the keg, though, right? Okay, just checking.
Not for me. No, we're saving it. Okay, fine, not 5, but 3. At least 3.
I bought like at least 10 boxes, so there's at least 120
Well,
White Claws.
maybe Phoebe likes straight vodka instead.
Oh my
God. Yeah, I also bought that.
Spiked White Claw mixture. Any thoughts? Anyway, I'm gonna text Mark for sure.
Amazing.
I'm making an invite text in the style of those chain texts, you know?
With all the emojis? Come to my fiesta hat party.
And I'm taking the island luau theme and running with it. It's an island luau masquerade bash.
I gotta go
I'm gonna
design a
market
poster
the
for this.
Shit out of
I'm
this.
gonna Canva design a poster for this event.
I'm gonna write the text message for next time. I'm gonna write it. It's gonna take me longer than I can do in the moment, but I'll write it.
I think this is as good a place as any. We slowly fade out on Yellow Cabin B as they honestly skillfully plan a party that, if executed appropriately, will literally send them to hell.
I might make a celebratory luau theme Canva flyer.
No, I'm literally gonna do it, Allie. I'm gonna go do it after this.
Yes,
good. Here's the thing. If you're watching now or if you catch the VOD, let's do a Canva competition for next week. We'll do
that's fun.
in the Talking Taletraeder channel on the Discord, if you would like to make a Canva flyer
Island Luau Masquerade.
Please drop it in the Discord, and whoever has the most hype 20 reacts will be a VIP on the channel if you aren't already. And if you are, you'll get I'll give the person a free advantage. You can give a free advantage out. Whoever wins.
What?
If it's one of our players, you will get inspiration.
The spoils.
If it's one of our esteemed viewers, you will be allowed to give advantage without using your channel points. So there it is. I'll have to make sure that I write that in the Discord so that if anybody missed our session tonight that they can catch it. But if you're here, elite info, get on your Canva projects. And I cannot wait to see you there.